Okay, a game is underway. You're watching Junior Lady St. Albert Drillers versus the Okotoks Raiders. Just getting underway. First face-off win to the Drillers. Now, I don't have all the names entered yet for the Raiders, so I may not be able to get you all that information right away, but I'll work on that. I do have the up-to-date roster here for the Drillers. I haven't been able to stream too many games for the Drillers so far because I do the Tier 2 Crude, and we're at a different facility, and we've had a lot of games that are overlapping each other, so my apologies for not being here, but this is 2 Crude Lax on YouTube, and 2 Crude, Tier 2 Crude comes first. Oh, down. That's number 19, Georgia Sawchuk. Pass forward is loose, bounces back into Raiders possession. Raiders are in white and red, Drillers in black with gold and white trim. Alicia Obolaris in there trying to slow things down. Sorry about that. Let's get that back into play here. Drillers on attack. If you just tuned in half an hour ago, the Too Crude Lax channel was showing Westlock Rock here against the Crude Tier 2 team. Crude got a win with a 12-10 victory over the Rock. Now you're watching Drillers taking on the Okotoks Raiders here on Too Crude Lax. My name is Mike Brown. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you get some value from watching this. The ability to either review the game later, or if you're watching from afar for one of your children or family playing, or just friends. Ball's loose. Knowlton pressuring the ball carrier. Save. Not sure. It's like number 31 in nets. That might be Kaylin Martell. My apologies if I'm mispronouncing anything or anyone's name or getting them wrong altogether. Kind of wing it with what I know and what I've got written down. Number 2, Jordan Pine gets a goal for the Raiders to take them up by 1. That goal comes 3 minutes, 11 seconds into the game. 1-0 for the Raiders. Loose ball chase still. Fighting for it. Raiders come out with it. Pass forward. Raiders have it behind their own net. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit. Continue to follow the play while I do so. That sounds better. Apologies if I'm coming off as a little quiet, trying a different microphone setup. That bounces through the crease. It's loose out in front. Drillers have it. Keep going. Sure shot clock. That is Taylor, a goaler for the Drillers. She passes off. Brittany House. It's loose. Playing shuffleboard. There we go. We've got it. Raiders bringing it out. Pass was behind the forward player. Bounces harmlessly into the corner. Picked up by the goalie, number 31. I believe that is Martell. Looking for somebody to throw it to. Not sure where she's going. She goes close. It's missed. Ball's loose. Excuse me. Raiders in possession. They take it around behind the net. Into the far corner, jammed up in there by Knowlton. Drillers in possession. Dumped pass. Attempted to connect with Schmidt, but it is in Raiders' possession. Too far forward for Atlin. Laporte runs it in to Raiders' end. She's going to go for net. Takes the shot. Almost gets her own rebound. But Raiders loose ball. Have it now. Brochu brings it in, or Brochu again. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Schmidt gets that under control. She falls into the 24. The ball's knocked out of her stick. Brought around behind the net by the Raiders. Pass forward, not caught. Bounces back to Raiders' possession though. I'll get this Raiders roster sorted out in the first intermission. I'll be able to tell you who some of those players are. That's Zayak, number 17 for the Drillers, with Georgia Sawchuk in support, number 19. Raiders pick it up slowly. Passed. That might be Ruby Stringer. Kaylee Eichelhoff. Number 22, Kayla Hogan. Still in possession. Over to number 7, Alicia Bullerice. If that was a shot on net, it missed. Could have been an attempted shot just because the shot clock was getting wound down. That pass is missed from the goalie, picked up by Drillers. Schmidt, no, that looked like a goal, but it hit the side of the netting. She gets her own ball back and gets another attempt. This time it's in Raiders' possession. Jammed up against the boards. Zayak. Sawchuk again. Hogan. Oh, still in possession after going by all those defenders. Makes the shot, but wide of the net. We have a foul. Well, penalty call. Penalty call. This will be against the Raiders, so power play for the Drillers. House with the ball for the Drillers. Oops, should have muted that microphone through that. Apologies. I'm not in control of the music this time, which is okay. It gives me one less thing to have to worry about. There's a shot from House up at the top of the house. Off the goalie's shoulder, fresh 30 for the Drillers. My apologies for when I do call them the Crude, because I know I'm going to do that. Drillers, oh, number 41 with a quick stick. Taylor Gola. Didn't quite happen.
2 minutes for slashing. Time to penalty 9 minutes 50 seconds.
Still 52 seconds left in the power play for the Drillers. Not able to capitalize just yet. Still setting it up here. Rice. Rebound to the Raiders. Long forward pass. 2 players chasing it down. Nope, no one's going to chase it down now. That'll roll to goal. Martel. Short pass up to Carruthers. Oh, not caught. Dangerous play, but there's no Raider players around them. Knowlton. Knowlton over to House. Haven't seen the number yet of who's in nets for the Raiders. Not that I have their name up here or anything. I'll try and get that. There's a goal. Raiders tie this up at 1. Or sorry, Drillers tie this up at 1. Apologies. Okay, 1-1 tie now. That ball's up out of play. And given to the Raiders. Hogan with the goal. This kid's good too. Okay, Drillers ball. Or no, sorry, Raiders ball. Pass is not caught. Fighting for a loose one. Knowlton grabs it. Raiders get a fresh 30 here. He's got nobody in support just yet. Knocked loose. Raiders captain. Passes it forward. Meredith had it jammed up in the boards there. Save made by Martel. Just a short little dump. Taylor Goaler off to Alicia Bullerice. She's still got the ball, looking at, shoots it towards net. Goalie gets himself in front of that and collects the rebound. Forward pass not caught. Bouncing loose into the near corner. Now towards goal. Martel picks that up out of her crease, walks behind her net. Steps out of the crease, looking for somebody to pass it to. It's a long pass. The one-handed catch attempt, not made. Chasing down the loose ball into the corner. She does get it. Number 17, Knowlton, or sorry, that's Emery Zayak. Rebound back to the Drillers. Almost did it. Madison House with the ball. That's Atlin. Ball's loose against the near boards. Picked up by Drillers. Running it out by Schmidt. She's got 2 defenders. Takes a bit of a hit. No arms up. A little bit of a slash, I thought, or a high sticking. But No call on the play. Passed all the way back. Martel plays it. Oh, a long throw. Saved by Martel. Keeping this 1-1. Pass into traffic, not caught. Looks like this should bounce to Raiders' possession still. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Shakes off her defender. Pass not caught. Now it's loose. Raiders get it back. It's only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ball bouncing inside the crease. Dangerously close to the line. But it's all under control. Thrown out, long way down. That's to Raiders' possession. Sorry. No, Drillers' possession. Save is made. Knocked loose. Hogan got a chance. No, sorry, not Hogan. Laporte. Takes her a bit to get the ball picked up. Defenders get in position. He's got Knowlton, Buller Ice, Meredith. That's Knowlton with the ball. Oh, she's squeezed. That ball pops out of there. Drillers have it in the corner. Tried a low angle shot. Not much hope of that squeezing by. Still in possession, got a fresh 30. Out to the top. Buller Ice gets a shot off. Turned over again. Drillers have it. Knowlton. Oh, Knowlton winds up, misses the net. Looks like a 0-0 in nets. I still don't know who that is, though. I'll get that for you in the first intermission. We got 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first period. Raiders maintain possession here. Spin, get a shot off. Martel denies her. Steps backwards behind her net. Pass out. Sawchuk having a problem getting it out of her end, though. Jammed up on the board. Loose. Rolling against the boards. Picked up in the exchange box for the Drillers. And the Raiders now still on attack. 1.5 minutes left in the first period. Long shot from a distance. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Got away with that one. Just about had an own goal there. Not a great time to be playing golf with the ball. Shuffling that back. 1:07 remaining in this first period. Hogan scored a goal for the Crude. There it is. Scored a goal for the Drillers. And she's running through all the defenders. Takes the hard shot. The goalie's forced to make that save. Got a whistle. Okay, we're back into play after that, what appeared to be a timeout. 40 seconds left in the period. Shot wide of the net. Oh, do we have a timeout called by the Drillers? Okay, we are back in play here. Just 23 seconds remaining. Drillers in possession and a 1-1 tie very late in the first period. Get a reset, 15 seconds left. Uh-oh, Raiders have it. Running it up. Outdistancing, oh, number 20's getting in there. Martell makes the save to keep it a 1-1 game, and that'll bring the first period to an end. It's 1-1 after one. Okotoks Raiders visiting the St. Albert Drillers. Okay, second period underway. Face-off win to the Raiders. 1-1 after one. No goal, crease call. No goal. It's Olivia Schmidt in nets for the Raiders at the other end of the field, or the floor. Forward pass. Oh, number 4 with an attempt. That's Danielle Dutton. A quick stick attempt, but goes wide. Raiders bring it out here early in the second. Try to pass into the middle to Cameron Pavia. Now, I couldn't quite read that name properly off the game sheet, so I'm sorry if I'm not getting that correct. See who might be in nets to make sure it's still the same player. Martell in the first period for the Drillers. Save is made by Schmidt. Short little outlet pass. Crooks up against the board, loses the ball. Picked up by Buller Ice. Into the middle, not caught. Jammed up against the boards. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Get it finally free and into the middle, pushed down. Save, deflected over. Into the near corner. Loose ball. This is going to the Raiders. Up into the middle, too far. Bounces to Drillers' possession, stopped by the goalie. Looks like Martell still in nets. There's a 1-1 tie. We had what looked like might have been a Okotoks goal, waved off for crease violation. That's Cameron bringing it in. I'll use her first name because I can't pronounce her last name properly, probably. Down in the corner, looks like self-assisted. Loose balls, walked over top of. Cameron gets it back. Shot clock expires on the Raiders. Schmidt. Buller Ice. That's over to Bourne, Cadence Bourne. And a goal for the Drillers. Drillers with a goal. Raiders in possession. Down by 1. 16 minutes remaining in the second period. That's Eckelhoff. Oh, we got a whistle. It stops that attempt. Oh, excuse me. Says the second game of the day for me. Earlier we had the Crew Tier 2 Junior B men versus the West Lock Rock. It was a 12-10 win for the Crew. Number 20, Laporte with the goal. Oh, and it's tied up right away here. Just a few seconds after that go-ahead goal, it's now a 2-2 game. Just like that, all tied up. Martel in nets for the Drillers. Not a long whistle. This is going in favor of the Drillers. Not sure what he saw there. Knowlton will take it. She's passed off the House. Back into the middle for Knowlton. Over to House. House gets a shot off. Rebound picked up by Raiders. Forward to Cameron. Oh, sorry, slipping. Save made by Martel, but can't collect that rebound. Behind the net, picked up by Drillers. Loose ball. Laporte scored the last goal for the Drillers. He's got the ball. Loses it. Still digging for that loose one. Looks like she's in possession. Breaks free with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a weak shot off. McDonald. Across the floor over to Eckelhoff. McDonald runs up through the middle. It's mistaken Chief. She gets a shot off. Looks like it missed the net. Chasing a loose ball. It's rolling all the way back. Shot clock expires on the Drillers. This will be Raiders' ball. Drillers' ball. Shot clock expired on the Raiders. Okay, Drillers in possession, 2-2 tie. Passes up into the middle. It's Bourne with a shot. Wide of the net. I'm going to give you a close-up for a second because I'm going to try and fix something there. '17, Knowlton gets the shot. Sorry, not 17. That's Zayak. It's back the other way now, Raiders. Oh, opens up in front, but Martel falls on that ball to keep it out of the net. Martel with a clinch save. Ball is too far, bounces all the way to the Raiders' goal. Schmidt, she passes it forward to Cameron Paiva. No, I'm not saying that right. Just not coming off the tongue right. Let's call her Cameron. Got a penalty call. This will be against the Raiders, so home power play for the home team. Okay, power play opportunity here for the Drillers, 5-on-4. 2-2 tie here in the second period with 11 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Schmidt with a save. Steps out of her crease, looking for somebody to pass it to. It's up to number 29, McDonald. Oh, we got...
The Oakland Raiders benefits number 2, Zoe Marlowe, 2 minutes for slashing. Time to 8 minutes, 27 seconds. Oakland penalty Marlowe slashing at 8:27.
Zoe Moreau with the 2-minute slashing call for the Raiders. So power play crew, or did it again. Power play Drillers. Schmidt keeps that in her gear. She's looking for it now, trying to find the ball. There we go. Grace Crooks got sent to the floor. She managed to get that pass off, and the ball is in Driller's end. Try something here and see if this picks up a little bit more background noise. It's a little cleaner. Should bring up a little bit more background noise. I don't know if you can hear me properly. That's a little too much background noise maybe. There we go. Around behind the net. Long pass forward. Bounces to her. Can't make that connecting pass though, so the play's broken up. Number 20 with the goal. Goal for the Drillers. 3-2 now. Loose ball off the face-off. This is going to the Raiders.
Drillers' third goal, her second in the game, scored unassisted by number 20, Morgan Laporte. Time to go 6 seconds. That's the Drillers' third goal, Laporte's second in the game at 11:06.
Well, at least I know got DePava's name spelled right. I just don't know how to pronounce it. That's number 34, Cameron DePava. It's picking up a little too much background noise. Very sensitive microphone. That's an old microphone, but I got a new cable for it, so it works now. So I had my co-host working with earlier. Pass forward. Crooks. Not caught. Moving over. Long shot. 3-2. There's 7 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second period. Drillers up by 1. Dump pass. Just into the blind corner here. It bounces to goal. Behind the net, picked up by Raiders. Pava. Takes the shot. We get a reset. Drillers ball. Laporte passes that up, not caught. Just in front of the crease. Raiders pass it out. That's McDonald. Across the floor. Mistaken Chief unable to collect that. Drillers have it back. Pass through traffic. Meredith runs it behind the Raiders net. Comes out in front. Solo attempt, but stop is made. Oh, we got a too many men call. This will be against the Raiders. Knowlton carries it in. Laporte with an attempt, can't get her own rebound. This ball's given to the Raiders. A little bit of confusion there. Originally was pointing to the Drillers, but foul against the Drillers. Raiders still have it. Up against the boards. Now it's given back to the Drillers.
The superintendent final will be served by number 7, Charlotte Hughes. 7, 13 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, and a goal! Power play goal! Drillers up by 2. Face-off win, it's loose. Looked like Drillers had it first, but no, the Raiders have it within a shot on net. It's now 4-2 for the Drillers. Pava with another attempt on net. Oh, sorry. Hanging into my camera tripod. That's wide. Raiders picked it up out of the crease. It'll be given back to the goalie. Schmidt. Schmidt with the goal, Hogan with the assist. Two players come together there. Penalty call. We got an empty net in the back. Hey, this will be a power play goal or power play opportunity now for the Raiders. Expensive penalty, 4 minutes. Four-minute penalty against the Drillers. Didn't call that one down, but it hit the roof. Should have been a dead ball, and Drillers have it now. Behind the net. Intercepted. Checking from behind, 4-minute penalty. Raiders still in possession. 5-on-4 situation here. Still 3 minutes, 7 seconds left in the penalty. Raiders down by 2. Trying to fight back. Oh. There's a hard shot. Goalie collects that just as the shot clock expires. Martell will pick this up and throw off down the center. Too far. Hits a Raider. Not a good clearance. Raiders back in possession. Number 17 all alone. Oh, she waited way too long. Didn't leave herself with much to shoot against. Grace Crooks with the ball. Drillers in possession. Loose ball chase against the boards. So I thought had the ball, but they seem to be sure taking their time to get it out. A minute left in the power play. 3 minutes already elapsed. Just a couple of attempts on net so far. No hurry to get something happening here. Now their shot deflected over. We got a penalty call. This will be a two-man advantage now for the Raiders. Minute 44 left here in the second period. 45 seconds left in the first penalty, and now a minute 50 left in the second penalty. So 5-on-3 situation out there for the Raiders. Goal. That one squeaked by into the net. 4-3 now. I don't think. Yeah. Raiders with the faceoff. Up against the boards, or sorry, Drillers with the faceoff. Keep expecting Raiders. My son used to play for the Raiders, all I was in black. Getting a little confused myself. This will be Drillers' ball. Schmidt looking for somebody to pass it to. Across the floor into traffic. House should be able to pick that up on the other side. We got a player down. This will be a change of possession to the Raiders.
The single Drillers penalty for 20, Morgan Lacrosse doing some cross-checking. Time of penalty 18 minutes 16 seconds. That's the Drillers Lacrosse cross-checking at 18:16.
Oh, that one bounces high back into Raiders' possession.
Raiders' third goal scored on the power play by number 9, Aaron Sandymar. The assist to number 14, Nico General. Time of goal 14 minutes 41 seconds.
Evan.
Third goal on the power play scored by
Another weak goal. Another weak goal. Sorry, give you that. That ties things up at 4. Evan Landymore, number 9, credited with the goal, and as that was being announced, they tied this game 4-4. Power play over. They got 2 out of it. 12.8 seconds remaining here in the second period. 4-4 tie. We still have it all to play for. Coach not too happy with that call over there. He figures that play should have been blown down, but still going on. 9 seconds remaining in the second. Raiders in possession. 2 seconds, better shoot. That's it, second period's over, 4-4 tie. Okay, third period's underway. Face off to the Raiders. All tied at 4. 20 minutes left to settle this. Unless we go to overtime. The game after the Tier 1 game has been delayed by an hour due to some referee situations. Okay, opportunity here for the Drillers. They got 2-on-1. Everybody falls on the ball. Keeps it out though. Pass up to Pavia. Loose here against the near boards. Eckelhoff gets it. Back to Eckelhoff. Cross. Pushed into the crease. This will be a penalty. Penalty against the Raiders. Looks like Eckelhoff will be going to the penalty box. Power play opportunity here for the Drillers. Okay, we are back underway. A little bit of delay there as we take care of the Raiders goalie. I believe in goal for the Raiders is Olivia Schmidt. She's chasing that ball. Drillers in possession with the power play advantage. Oh, in close. Schmidt denies. Schmidt with another save. Schmidt collects that from just outside the crease. Pass forward. Short-handed Zoe Moreau in for the Raiders. 3 minutes remaining in the power play. Pass across the floor is loose. Shot clock expires. Drillers will pick this up in front of the benches. Oh. Long shot. House can't beat the goalie. Bounces behind the net to Pavia. Pava. Maybe? Not sure. Loose ball, she gets it back. Long dump down the floor. Not sure what happened there. Missed it. Okay, we're 4-on-4 now. That penalty called against the Drillers. Number 16, Schmidt in the box. 2-minute call. They will have a short 12-second 2-minute advantage. Well, a little more than that, sorry. Could be a half a minute advantage when the penalty against the Drillers ends. Sorry, can't find the ball.
The number Drillers penalty number 16 stipulation to Mr. House checking. That's the Drillers penalty.
Ball squirts loose behind the red line. Goal for the Raiders. That puts them up by 1. We're still 4-on-4. A minute 5 remaining in the penalty against the Drillers. Minute 26 remaining in the penalty against the Raiders. So 21-second power play after all this sorts itself out. This will go to the Drillers. Trying a golf move again. Or hockey. Swatting at it on the ground while it's rolling.
The Oakland Raiders fifth goal scorer number 15, Riley Zinn, the assistant number 17, Grace Brooks. Time to goal 3 minutes 34 seconds. Oakland's fifth goal scored by Zinn, the assist Brooks at 3:34.
That last Raiders goal, number 5, scored by number 15, Riley Zinn, assisted by Grace Crooks. 6 seconds. There'll be man advantage for the Drillers. They are back on the power play now. 5-on-4 situation in favor of the Drillers. Another 11 seconds. Raiders in possession though. We're back to 5-on-5, even strength action. Shot clock violation. Should be a turnover to the Drillers. Pass goes to the Raiders. Number 15, the goal scorer, Riley Zinn. Schmidt collects that. Nope, sorry. No, that was knocked down. Loose ball. Bouncing into Raiders' end. Drillers get it. Still their shot clock. Number 2, Caden Bourne. Gets dispossessed. Can't get that ball under control. Goes from a breakaway to 3-on-1. Drillers ball. Knowlton, the house. House spins and takes a shot. Long way out. Oh, from in close. Hard shot. 2-goal lead now for the Raiders over the Drillers. Schmidt, face off, win, in close. Drillers are still in possession. Laporte, too far out. Goalie had an easy stop of it.
The Okotoks Raiders 6 goals for number 2, Zoe Margot, the assist number 25, Katie Ackerhoff. Time of the goal 6 minutes 49 seconds. Okotoks 6 goals for Margot, the assist Ackerhoff at 6:49.
Water break for the goalies. Okay, a little short break, get the goalie some hydration, and we're back into action. Raiders with the possession. They now have a 2-goal lead. We have a player down. This looks like a penalty call. Be against the Drillers, so power play advantage now for the Raiders. Okay, power play here for the for the Raiders. 2-minute high sticking call against number 22, Kayla Hogan.
The state of our Drillers penalty number 22, Kayla Hogan, 5 minutes for high sticking. Time 20 seconds, 41 seconds. Drillers penalty Hogan and the major for high sticking at 7:40.
Drillers now. Long pass up. Schmidt. Got 3 defenders with her. Ball's loose. Raiders got possession. Nope, it's loose again. Just over 11 minutes left in the game. Just about halfway through the third period. Raiders now with a 2-goal lead and a power play opportunity here. 4-minute power play opportunity. It's 3 minutes 46 seconds remaining in the penalty against the Drillers. Dutton with an attempt. Raiders ball. Pass forward a little bit too high. No pressure on the ball carrier. Of course, it's man advantage for the Raiders. They're passing around with impunity. Martel directs that off the leg irons over to the far corner. Fresh 30 now. This one's given to the Drillers. Make a quick pass attempt all the way up. Number 2, Cadence Bourne with the ball. Still has it, trying to kill some time. Schmidt. No call on that play. She gets another attempt on the net. Fresh 30 for the Drillers. Schmidt's lone out front. Now she's got coverage. It's content to kill the clock. It's 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the power play for the Raiders. Penalty call now against the Raiders. This will negate the man advantage, or it'll double. Okay, so we're 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. Shot from in close. Loose ball still. House gets it. Passes into the middle. Knowlton can't get a clean shot off. Raiders breaks free from the defender. Whoa. And that'll be another penalty. That was a hard plastic on plastic hit. Knocked her right to the ground. It'll be high sticking call against the Drillers. So there goes the 4-on-4. It'll be 4-on-3 now. Okay, we're back underway. A 5-minute penalty against the Drillers. So it's 4-on-3 out there. Lots of space. Drillers are down by 2. Man advantage to the Raiders for the next little bit. I'll get you There's what the clock looks like up there with all them penalties ticking away. So 4-on-3 for another 56 seconds. That one's just dumped down the floor. So 48 seconds in the 4-on-3. And then it'll be 4-on-4 for a while. And then it'll be man advantage again for the Raiders. Nice save. Martel keeps this a 2-goal game. 21 seconds left in the man advantage. Another save from Martel. Chasing this one back. There's the goal, just as the player got let out of the box, so that'll be considered an even strength goal, but that's 4-on-4 now. And a 3-goal lead for the Raiders. Okay, so we're 4-on-4 now. Next minute, 46 seconds left in the penalty against the Raiders. There's an even strength goal for the Drillers. They bring it up to within 2 again. Face-off win to the to the Drillers. Hogan, solo attempt, off the goalie, loose ball, still loose, picked up by Drillers. Carruthers passes it over the floor, into the far corner. Minute 9 left in this 4-on-4 situation. Sorry, I was just listening to the goal announcements, and as they're announcing them, the Raiders put another one into the back of the Drillers' net, making it a 3-goal lead, 8-5 now. There's 6 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in this game. Drillers down by 3. There's some fighting back they need to do here. Face-off win to the Raiders. Still 4-on-4 out there. There's the penalty situation up there on the board. Hackelhoff digs that out from the boards. We have a whistle. It's power play advantage now for the Raiders. Another minute 30. Oh, that one was off the face. Good thing she got a mask on. That's against Hogan. We got an empty net back there. 5-on-5 out there at the moment. Extra attacker can't quite get there in time. Okay, so we're 4-on-4 out there. Number 17 in the box for the Raiders. That's Grace Crooks. A high sticking call, I do believe. Number 27, Kylie Knowlton, still in the box for the Drillers. So it's 4-on-4 for another 55 seconds. Can't see that shot clock. It's 4-on-4 out there, jammed up against the bench. Still in Raiders' possession. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Weak shot in. Shot clock violation on the Raiders, so Drillers will take possession. Loose ball chase into the corner. That pass was not caught. Meredith in there. Power play advantage now for the Drillers. Still 37 seconds left. Here we got a one-on-one situation. Shot from a distance. Martel covers that up. Ball's not caught. Chasing that down. Bounces to goal. Schmidt. Passes out to number 29, having a little bit of problems controlling it, so it bounces to number 10, Brittany House. Back up to Hogan. Hogan in close, gets a shot off. They get a reset, late reset. Now we're 5-on-5. 3 minutes remaining in the game. House, or sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking there. 3 minutes something. Deflected wide by Martel. Raiders get a second attempt there on net. Oh, I don't know what's trying to happen here, but golfing game going on. I think the ball was dropped in traffic. Just trying to swat it out of there. Pava. General. Minute 43 left in the game. Try to pass forward. Up to Buller Ice. Buller Ice gets around the defender, but doesn't leave herself with much net to shoot at. Still in Drillers' possession. Out. Oh, Knowlton gets around the defender. Try to pass into the middle, not quite connected, but they still maintain possession. Off the defender. 2 seconds on the shot clock. They bat that back in. Last minute of play. Up against the boards. Eckelhoff. That'd be shot clock violation. We had a timeout called.
The St. Albert Drillers have called their 7 minutes.
Okay, so just 30 seconds remaining. They grab the extra attacker. Better get somebody in net because the ball's in possession of the Raiders. Getting passed down the floor, empty net still. Drillers get it back. Just a few seconds left in the game, 20. It's pass forward. Dispossessed. Two seconds. Looks like this one's going to end 8-5. Okay, so this game comes to an end here. 8-5 for the visiting Okotoks Raiders over the St. Albert Drillers. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mike Brown. You've been watching Two Crude Lax on YouTube. Have a good night.